Let's make a ruler kick, those nice mid-intro kicks that you hear in all these tunes like Too Cold and Move to the Beat and all this stuff that everybody seems to love. It's not old school, it's just very minimalistic, right? Don't come at me when I'm not making a new kick or whatever. It's like, oh, I need to make a new kick. It's a ruler tutorial, so obviously I'm going to make a kick that sounds like ruler. So what you want to do is start off in Serum. And what we're going to do is create a punch in here. Go to a sine wave like this, take LFO1, and make it look something like this, right? Just like this, put it on envelope and bam, add it to the course. Pitch it down and you have this sound. And that's what we're kind of looking for. And we will tweak this later on. So distortion and add this to the stomp box. And you want very subtle distortion. So this is already sufficient for now. And we're going to put this bam into our mixer. So as you can see, we've created this kick here and we're going to normalize it and then just make it shorter like this, and then if you play it, it's not really a kick yet. Watch what happens when we turn the pogo knob. It suddenly is that kind of ruler kick. So what we need to do now is tweak this until it sounds a little bit better. So we might put it up. That's already a better kick. Let's make it shorter. Make it go up more. Sure. And I think we need to play it at a lower pitch. What you want to do is get this punch into your playlist like this, and then you want to open up another Serum. So what Ruler really likes to do, I think, at least to Move to the Beat, is play something like this in his piano roll all the time. So don't render out this crunch, just simply use the piano roll, because then you get this Move to the Beat. So now we play this crunch, or this punch is going to play all the time on every beat, as you can see. And then we only have this saw wave. And pitch it down. And we obviously go to 160. And we want to kind of control every kick. Select all the kicks and then make it shorter until it's kind of blending nicely into the second part. So what we need to do now is pitch it down more. Ooh, that's getting there. So it's only a saw wave. It's really simple, but it really works. You have your saw wave and your saw wave needs to be sidechained. Then you want to have an offbeat vibe. You could use Kickstart for this, but I really just like to use the automation clip because it makes it so much more easy to make these kicks. You know, you really want to control this yourself. Open it up, make it look very smooth like this. You know, you want a very smooth kick. So now we duplicate this sound and make sure that it stops at the end like this. Duplicate it, bam, and now we have this pattern. So if we take both of these and put them in one channel, here's what the magic happens. So add a soft clipper, crank the post gain and the threshold goes down. And then you add an inflator. Watch what happens. It's already nice. And then this. And that's where the magic happens, you know. So if you now add another soft clipper, and now you have this nice, that one. But you can change the pogo. And we can now go back into this one here and play a different key. Maybe this one. And now this is kind of the thing. I try to obviously make a ruler kick, but you can, it's nearly impossible to create the exact same punch that he makes. But as you can hear, you can get a lot of different kicks out of this. So if you play this one, that's fine as well. And now you can go back into Serum. So now you can still enhance this crunch, which is pretty important. So obviously it's just a saw wave right now and that's kind of boring. So let's add a chorus and see the difference. Move to the Beat is in D, but let's do it in E. Now we can enhance this more. So you want to kind of boost the sub of this crunch right here and not really in the final send, because, you know, if we call this total kick, that's where the crunch comes together. Those go together in total. But then if we crank the sub in here, it also cranks the... It's okay, but you rather boost the crunch here. Now you have the nice low end. And it's important that you stereoize this stuff. There needs to be a stereo element in here. That's kind of what makes this Move to the Beat kind of kick. Microshift is fine. And then it's just really the stuff that he adds in between that makes it really good. It's just this pattern, you know. He could do stuff like this. Add a slide note. And then you can go crazy with this. That's the fun part about it. So that's how you make this standard kind of ruler stuff. It takes a lot more time to finish this drop because you need all these elements, but that's kind of like how you do this. What you can do as well is take one of your punches. This is like the second type of kick. And that's where you render out this crunch that you make in here. So Let's play a kick in F. So what you do then is you render out this crunch, and we're going to make our own kick like this. So that's also an option, kind of like whatever you want, you know. So do it like this. And that's why we have FL Studio 21. Let's just make an extra buzz. So I'm going to kind of make 2 kicks. So the first one being one that it's actually straight out of Serum and it's in the piano roll, the one that we just made. And then we have this kick, which is kind of a variation to it. And that's where we rendered out something. And I think that's what he did in Too Cold. It's not really a pattern. So inflator again, huge difference. Soft clipper. This is the combo, man. Soft clipper and Oxford inflator. I'm telling you, adding this stuff will get you that really nice ruler feel. So, and since we're in a different key or like a different kick, I might be able to change this around. You know, we could do, see what happens if we do this. That's pretty cool. We can just do it a little bit less dramatic. Oh, this is like a really, really solid Too Cold kick. So now in here, you really want to do something subtle. So maybe another chorus. It's the same each time. That's cool. I just want to see what happens if we add some reverb properly, you know. So for Hollow Room, OTT, Parametric EQ, cut the lows, cut this. We limit it. Kind of opens up everything, right? So... and maybe this punch doesn't need to go in there. Okay, it's getting there, I guess. He doesn't really add too much automation in here, but we could do that, spice it up, right? So, bam, bam. I think the reverb really isn't a good call, so you could just skip this, but if we do use it, let's get rid of those highs more. This goes in here. Now we add some stuff in front. Well, yeah, that's it. You know, there's nothing too much, you know. That's a ruler kick, right? So if you render this, I think you should have a very clear, you know, make it look like this so it doesn't make a clipping sound, and bam. And then you can render this out and obviously make all these weird kick rolls like do-do-doom, chim, boom, 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 boom. If you want to see a gated tutorial of Ruler, drop it in the comments. We might consider making it. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video and have a really nice day. Cheers.